a sign on somebody else's property, of his business. Unless he has a business there.
I guess you could say I could be thankful since we've been here since 2007 that we haven't created more of a problem than what probably could have come out of having a truck driving school.
Oh, you had a truck driving school?
Yes, sir, I'm the director of the school there now.
And y'all don't have no sign on the truck driving school?
Just on the buildings,
Yeah.
I put some on the fence, but there's a tree that's in the property next door, and I have no idea what y'all's ordinance is about trees. I know about city of San Antonio, but I know in the city of San Antonio, if a person has a tree on his property, you can't touch it on your property unless you have his permission to do so. So,
Well, this council's, I can tell you this council's new, young, it's moving, but we are gonna be looking at signs here within the next year.
okay.
We're gonna be tightening that up too, and make the city look a lot better than what it looks today. We're hoping, that's our goal, is to, I mean, signs are wonderful, but there are professional signs, and there are signs that need to be put up correctly. I mean, City of San Antonio's done a good job in cleaning their act up too, so,
Well, mine are only.
and we're not the only city, by the way.
I understand, but mine are only on the building, and they just say St. Philip's Truck Driving Training School.
There you go.
I don't try to, make it look gaudy or outrageous or,
And you're affiliated with the St. Philip's College?
yeah, we're in contract.
Alamo Community College?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
We actually are called Safe Technical Services is who the company
Do
we're.
they provide you any money for advertising or anything like that? or-
Yes, sir, they,
Now, that is y'all's property or you rented
no,
it?
that belongs to Mr. Delgado. He rents the property, released it.
I mean, as far as I know, maybe the attorney can correct me, but you mentioned about trees, that would be between the property owner, and the only thing I know of, if there's a state, something that controls trees when you do build businesses, but as far as trying to go
Yeah,
around.
well, one of the only concerns.
If that's blocking your way, I wish you luck with the tree, and I wish you luck with Mr. M.
Oh, I'm already through with
And
Mr. Ed.
unfortunately-
Down before the end of the week is over, that's for sure.
I don't know the law, but maybe if the tree is hanging over that property line, you
Yeah,
can tell Ruben to chop it down up to the property line.
Up to his property, since it's his property.
I would think.
What, if it's, yeah, can you do that?
Okay, because the only other thing that I had was, we didn't know who the property was next to us. I hadn't said anything about the grass being overgrown, and I didn't know about ordinances, and I figured, they'd come tend to it. And it just kept getting taller and taller and taller, so I spoke to your officer, and they were gonna find out who the property owner was.
Perfect.
So they.
Is that Mr. W?
Yeah,
I-
just
I
from the
thought-
fireworks.
So, we've even ran their kids through our truck driving school, so I don't know why they had an issue with us with tall grass. But anyway, I don't wanna take up any more of y'all's time, but I appreciate y'all allowing me to come by and speak. And we'll try to be good citizens and neighbors in your community.
Can they get the sign down?
Yes, sir.
Thank you,
It'll be done before the week's over.
thank you.
You're
Thank you,
welcome.
Mr. Smith.
Y'all have a
Thank you,
good evening.
Noel.
Mayor, since your ordinance doesn't allow the signs, you don't have to have a motion to deny it. Just no action.
No action on this item. D and the owner is not here.
I think we'll go full on permit.
Next item on the agenda is item E.
Can we discuss?
Well, I think it's gonna come up. Yeah, we got it coming up.
Okay.
One second.
Well, we discussed the owner anyway, Ken was telling me, he's shaking his head no, so no. We have to move on.
Turn back to the application.
No, that doesn't need to come back.
It's just not here.
Who's this?
But it's not on the agenda.
It's not on the agenda? You want the agenda I asked?
I would think that that would.
Okay, never mind.
Excellent.
Oh,
can ask Chief Davis, can we ask Chief Davis to keep an eye on that property? Okay, now? Okay. Would you mind keeping an eye on that property and make sure nothing else moves in there?
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Can I add to that?
Yeah, why don't we, do that after we go back?
Okay.
Okay.
American tell them
That's the one directly behind me.
Next item on the agenda is
You
item
got about
E,
15 tenants back there.
ordinance city County Grove regulating the
Talking
amount
about 2 or 3 people.
of time a portable storage container pods may be used in residential and commercial zones within the city, providing a utility, providing a repeater, providing for observability, and requiring publication and setting an effective date.
Mayor, I distributed a proposed ordinance, which you also have a copy of. And this was per our conversation, earlier, I believe it was earlier this week, it might have been last week. Basically, it's an ordinance that defines what a portable storage container is. It provides, when and where they may be used, what they may not be used for. And I know the gentleman that came in with from GL Hunt Company, they were using it to store contractors' materials. And that is not prohibited. These are, as the ordinance is proposed, the only thing it can be used for is portable storage, like people that are moving, where you pack your stuff up and then come pick it up in their truck and haul it off or something like that. It's not to be used as any kind of temporary, anything other than a temporary storage for household goods, wares, etc. So since you haven't had a chance to look at this may be something you want to just postpone and come back with, or if you want to approve it tonight, I think it's pretty self-explanatory. There may be some additional things you want to add to it, since this is really the first draft of the ordinance.
My question would be, is there grandfathering in this?
What about the ones we already had?
And you're not required to do that.
I mean, there's a couple of things that I would think that we want to look at. I mean, are we talking about only 30 days, or if there's other circumstances that could someone come in there and say, could I have another 30 days, a maximum of 90 days, that it could be there, something like that,
There isn't, what it says is you cannot have it on your property longer than 30 consecutive calendar days or 30 calendar days per year.
Right.
So if they came in for 15 days and 15 days, and they wanted another 15 days, they couldn't do that, because it would exceed the 30-day aggregate. But again, this was based on kind of a limited discussion. If council wants to go back and look at this and maybe make some exceptions, council creates ordinances and council can grant variances to ordinances. Variances are the types of things you don't want to do very often. Otherwise, everybody comes in and wants a variance, if they think that they can get one. So my thought is that if you want to, again, if the council wants to look at this, there may be some things that need to be added. I'm not fully informed of all of the issues that you have here with portable storage.
How many businesses do we have? I know of one that has a portable.
I know of 2 on my street alone.
No, he's talking about businesses,
Business.
yeah.
Where I've seen people complain about this are people that are moving and they leave one in their driveway for 6 months, and people it's more in residential areas. But if they're being used in commercial areas as permanent buildings, then I think the ordinance needs to probably address that rule.
But then we already issued, how many have we issued permits for already?
One,
One that I know of.
to Gerald Costa,
Right.
and then probably Pell State
For a year and a half.
has,
For the house.
And are they a yearly permit or is it just?
Someone-
Yes, that's renew a permit every year, is that not right,
Shares in
Linda?
the back.
I don't believe there's permits for pods.
don't they? So they're portable, they're probably, no-
These are storage. We're talking about Gerald Cossop and,
he has one storage container
Yeah, he has like a 40-foot storage container. And-
behind his building, which is
out there in the back, it's Pine Bluff.
Yeah.
Now, what are we
the
talking about?
transmission,
Joe talked about.
Oh, this guy.
the transmission.
And I know it's a person.
Now this says they can't be bigger than 8 by 8 by 16. So I don't know how big.
But I think we've got two different, one is the pods and one is container buildings. And if they're in the container building, they would have to come, they would be over 150 square feet. If they're in one of those little pods, I would think they're under 150 square feet.
So this addresses just the residential? Okay.
It addresses the type of portable containers that I'm familiar with. It does not include roll-off containers
Right.
or storage containers having storage capacity less than 150 cubic.
So leaving the fact, Joe, about the transmissions. And that he has.
Would that affect him, you think? The
It's like
residential,
8 by 8 by 40 feet long, and it's out of business.
his business?
that's the one.
If it's something that's considered to be a storage container, it wouldn't affect it. If
It's a roll-off.
if it has a capacity less than 150 cubic feet, which I'm not sure how to. That's a
10 by 15.
Don't forget, you got one back here.
Yeah, we have, city council has one too.
10 by 15 is square feet, now cubic feet.
Cubic feet, okay.
I took this from another ordinance.
Nice.
What else would you got back behind in the city property?
Well, my point is Joe Thompson, the good steward of this community. I mean, his place is clean for a transmission shop. He does a good job of keeping his property clean and organized in a professional manner. And,
My feeling in this, in having an ordinance like this was mainly that we have these containers, shipping containers that they're buying, which are 3,000 or 4,000, you can buy them wherever. They're using them to store whatever, in them. I prefer if they have a business that they would be behind their business, be located behind their business, not sitting out in front of their business. The same way with these people that, are relocating here in town or leaving town, they're ordering a pod, these little portable
yeah, I
pods.
understand that. But one thing, you're talking about commercial industry, and then you're talking, another, you're talking about a residential.
Right.
Residential, I don't want them in their yard at all, period.
I mean, that's just, I think those can, shouldn't be there for more than 30 days and then that's it.
Yeah.
And if they are, do we want to limit them and where they have to put them in their backyard?
I'll stay there. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, 150 cubic feet would be 450 square feet.
That's basically what we have, y'all have here.
This says if it's less than
I'd say
150.
so, yeah.
So he wouldn't be impacted if it's less than 150 cubic feet. If it's more than it would be.
What are the containers that the gentleman, Mr. Hunt, is using over there?
Oh goodness, those are big.
Yeah, same thing, I think, is what we, the city trying to go with that here, isn't it?
It's probably that, but Gerald Costa does too.
And again, I think this may be something you want to take a look at it, because I wasn't aware that, I'm thinking, people just don't want to see them in driveways.
I do know that is what we want to address.
Right.
We just don't want to affect, but we don't want these large containers, the ones that Mr. Hunt had earlier. If you look at those, they're rusted out, they're an eyesore, and they're huge. They're up front of the building, they're not behind the building. and, you know, and they're used as storage. So those, you know, I would say that, you know, maybe one would be fine, but it had to be somewhere would be out of out of sight.
But there are some people that are using something like that you want to continue to let them use.
No, not that size, no, just the smaller ones. The pods that you're talking about, the pods and the mod, whatever they say now, those are the ones that will be in the problem.
In residential areas.
Residential, so yes.
So if we have one for residential areas on pods, and then have a separate ordinance for commercial,
My thought is that if we pass this tonight, would that allow Mr. Hunt to keep the ones that he has right now? Because if it does, then that's not what I want to pass.
Well, Mr. Hunt doesn't have a business.
No, he doesn't, because I'm talking about those.
But he can still leave the bogs and not
Yeah.
clean up the bogs, is what I'm worried about.
I think what my issue is with these, this is one come in here with these containers, I don't know if they're pods or containers, is that they're trying to, instead of investing the money in building a building,
Yes,
they're just wanting to put these containers in there so they can store whatever they want to or do whatever they want to instead of investing in the money in building a building. Whereas Gerald Casa, or Casa Transmission, he's already has an existing building, an existing shop, and he just needs a little extra space. I guess that's why he does, what he's using it right now for.
right?
And he's
And
got one.
I think he's gonna expand,
I know for a fact that he's looking to expand.
he's looking to expand, so.
So,
And the one does he have, is it less than 150
Oh,
square
I
feet?
couldn't tell you. That's.
It's right at it, it's right at 8 by 4, I mean 10 by 40 out there. It's pretty good size.
Well, you know, you can change that 150, you know, so if you
The,
want 175 or something.
the ordinance that we have on buildings, you know, in residential areas, something like that, is that if they're over 150 square feet, they have to have a permit.
Yeah.
That's what I was looking at, that the square area is 150 square
so
feet.
we have that already in the ordinance.
We have that in the ordinance.
So we could pass this, if they come up with something more than that, we can always use that ordinance to go against, to stop them from getting.
What this is saying is that if it's less than 150 square feet, and it's not a portable, I'm sorry, cubic feet, and it's not a portable weather-resistant receptacle used for the storage and shipment of household goods and wares, then it's not a pod.
Yeah, I don't have a problem, as long as it doesn't affect businesses that already have it that are, you know.
It says, it does not include roll-off containers or storage containers having storage capacity of less than 150 cubic feet. So we could say storage containers for other than household goods that are smaller than 150. Does that make sense?
Makes sense.
So you can store non-household items if your container's smaller than 450 square feet or 150 feet. That's not that big, 450 square feet.
For 30 days, right?
If you're storing household goods, you've got 30 days, 30 consecutive calendar days, or 30 days period for the year. If you're storing something else and it's smaller than 150 cubic feet or 450 square feet, you can have it as long as you want.
How about, what if it read like, for residential or non-permitted commercial use property?
Someone could set it in the driveway and just leave it there forever.
That's-
Just put a lawn order?
Non-residential permitted property, or non-permitted commercial, residential
I'm
property.
talking about residential property.
Right, yeah.
If it ain't household goods, they can have it, he said they can have it forever.
No.
What he said?
If it has household goods, it can only be there 30 days.
If it doesn't have household goods, it can be longer.
Yeah, if it doesn't
But they
have
can only have one per lot.
He's gonna do the second.
Be specific about where it's going to take it to. It is 30 days.
If it ain't household goods.
30 days for
If
anything.
it's, I don't know how it needs to be worded, but something from your shop, where it works. Some PVC pipe in there.
Please table it to, where we can get this, so that we maintain.
My thought is take a look at it,
Yes.
think about it, and we can come back and address it, or the mayor can contact me, so that we'll come back with a document that more resembles what it is you're trying to get at,
And
while not eliminating some of the uses that you don't
I'd
have.
like to know size too.
and I think the other thing would be is if it's not in conflict with one of our other ordinances.
Well, that's something I need to do, is I need to come out here and meet with Linda, go through your entire ordinances and see where they're there, because
Right.
I don't know all of them. I mean, they're not available. There is no code of ordinances here.
Now, there's just ordinance.
Okay, we'll table item E.
I'll make a motion that we table item E.
I have a motion by Councilman Kuski to table item E.
I second the motion.
Have a second by Councilman Rivers. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carried unanimous. Item F, on new business would be consider moving the next regular council meeting to, from January 2nd, 2014 to January 9th, 2014.
I make a motion that we move the meeting from the 2nd of January to the 9th of January.
We have a motion on the floor by Councilman Ricks to move the meeting to the 9th of January.
We're good?
You want to second it though?
Oh, second.
Second, Councilman
Am I
Gray.
am I the second person? Is that it? Good.
You're saying no, everybody looking at you like, what, are you crazy?
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carried. We have council reports. Loading, come on.
I got nothing. Council report, you got any?
I have none.
No,
There's none.
The only council report I can tell you right now is that, we sent out RFQs here, that ended just here a few days ago, and we received 4 replies of stacks of paper that we'll be going through.
Will we all be getting copies of these?
We can see if we can get you a copy or let you look at any of them.
Pass them around since they're so.
Yeah,
big.
I mean, because some of them are really big. And,
There's only 2 areas I'm interested
yeah,
in. I don't need to know who their mom is.
uh,
You know,
all I'm saying is that we've got
I
4
just want to make sure.
that I know of right now, and I don't think there's any more, so. Announcements. The, judging for the Christmas lights will be on December 21st. Mike? Time call from 16th and 17th?
Correct, 16th, which is a Monday, we are in our county area. Start at 6 PM. On the 17th, it'll be the city of China Road, which will be meeting on Gopher Hill. If anybody wants to participate, come along in their pickup truck or whatever, bring your kids out and be part of the parade. We'd love to have you. Be in place about 5:45, we're gonna leave at 6 o'clock.
Call Santa, Santa's coming.
Santa's coming.
Aye.
Are we playing Christmas music or are we playing siren music?
Oh,
Cool.
The sirens-
Because when y'all come down
the
my
sirens can
street.
be heard from a long distance to tell everybody, and then the music is, when we come up close, they can hear it.
Any other announcements?
My other announcement is the China Road Lions Club will be distributing our East Central Christmas baskets on the morning of the 21st of December. We'll be meeting at the Constable College Precinct 4 and loading up and taking them out. So if you happen to see a bunch of people driving around, then this is our chairperson back there. What time are we meeting, do you know, Mel? 8:30?
8 o'clock.
Yeah, 8 o'clock at the constable's office at precinct 4. And then we just go to 60 different families from the East Central School District. The social worker from East Central picks the families, and then the Lions come kick off and do some stuff like boxes. So, and you did very well on our fundraiser. And we plan on having it again next year. And next year's date will be November 1st, opening weekend of the UCB again. But it'll be at Martinez again, but anyway. That's all I have to say. That's all.
Next item on the agenda is the council will be going into executive section under Texas Government into section 551, decimal 071 through 1 and 2, consultation with the attorney. And Texas Government Code, into section 551, decimal 074, personnel. And in the executive session, no,
Can you just read those two items, police department personnel?
it's police department personnel, consultation with the attorney, and also adoption of a new city personnel policy manual. It's basically a consultation, and after the executive session, we will reconvene the meeting.
We need to mark the time here.
And the time is 7:23.
Gene, I forgot to ask something, can I ask you something else? We're gonna have the police force on duty on the New Year's Eve and for the fireworks. So you're the boss. Head start.
Yeah. No, that's fine. When I call the number, the main number is.
John.